If there's one thing fans of The Young and the Restless know, it's that rivalries in Genoa City rarely burn out. They explode. Next week promises fireworks as schemes, secrets, and sabotage weave together to shake the lives of some of our favorite characters. Two big storylines rise to the surface. Claire might finally get the upper hand over Audra, and Sally and Billy's much-anticipated launch event won't go according to plan when an uninvited guest storms in, sending shockwaves through the crowd. Claire sharpens her knives against Audra. Claire Grace has been walking a tightrope for weeks, torn between proving her loyalty to the Newman family and resisting her darker impulses. Her cousin Victoria has been urging patience, but Claire's nerves are frayed, especially where Audra Charles is concerned. Audra has made it her mission to dominate Genoa City's business and romantic spheres, inserting herself into every powerful circle she can. She's tangled with Kyle Abbott, clawed her way into Newman Media, and now has her eye on the kind of influence that could place her side by side with Victor Newman himself. Claire knows better than anyone that if Audra keeps climbing unchecked, the fallout will be catastrophic for everyone. This week, Claire stumbles across a golden opportunity. While digging into some routine Newman paperwork, she uncovers discrepancies in one of Audra's deals. A hidden account, a suspicious offshore transfer, and most importantly, proof that Audra has been playing both sides, working with an outsider who has their own vendetta against the Newmans. For Claire, the question is simple. Does she expose Audra to Victor and risk the nuclear fallout, or use this information to crush Audra herself? Her decision takes a personal turn after a fiery confrontation at society. Audra taunts Claire, mocking her reformed villain act and sneering that the Newman family will always see her as an outsider. The jab cuts deep. Claire realizes she doesn't just want to stop Audra. She wants to take her out, once and for all. Fans can expect Claire to begin laying a trap. A whispered word here, a forged message there. By the time Audra realizes she's being set up, it may already be too late. But knowing Audra, she won't go down without pulling someone else into the fire. Sally and Billy's big night. Meanwhile, over at Chancellor Winter's, excitement is building for Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott's splashy new project. Whether you love or hate their unlikely partnership, you can't deny that Sally and Billy make a dramatic pair. Their joint venture, part creative agency, part business experiment, is set to debut with a high-profile launch party. For Sally, the event represents validation. After years of struggling to shake her outsider status in Genoa City, she's finally in the spotlight for her talents, not her scandals. For Billy, the event is a chance to prove he can step outside his family's shadow and create something uniquely his own. Together, they've poured every ounce of energy into making sure the night dazzles. The Abbott family has been cautiously supportive, while Nick Newman has been keeping a watchful eye from the sidelines, curious about Sally's next move. Even Adam, despite his complicated history with both Sally and Billy, has begrudgingly admitted that the duo's project has potential. The stage is set, the champagne is chilled, and Sally has her most stunning gown ready to make jaws drop. But in true Genoa City fashion, no glittering event is safe from chaos. The shocking party crasher. As guests mingle, photographers flash their cameras, and Sally makes her grand speech. Everything seems to be going perfectly until the doors swing open and the last person anyone expected walks in. The spoiler? Phyllis Summers. That's right. The fiery redhead has been keeping a relatively low profile lately, licking her wounds after her last round of betrayals and broken alliances. But Phyllis has never been one to stay quiet for long. She chooses Sally and Billy's big night as her stage to make a dramatic return, and possibly to settle old scores. Phyllis arrives uninvited, smiling that wicked smile that says she's 3 steps ahead of everyone else. The energy in the room shifts instantly. Jack Abbott tenses, knowing his ex's appearances always come with baggage. Nick braces himself for another blow-up. And Sally, of course, is livid, because if there's one person she doesn't want stealing her thunder, it's Phyllis. But Phyllis doesn't just want attention. Rumor has it she's sitting on information that could derail Sally and Billy's project before it even gets off the ground. A past deal gone wrong? A sabotaged contract? Or maybe a reminder that neither Sally nor Billy is exactly squeaky clean when it comes to business ethics. Whatever she has, Phyllis isn't afraid to use it. And in front of Genoa City's elite, no less. The collision course. As these two storylines unfold side by side, the tension is undeniable. Claire sharpening her claws against Audra, and Phyllis crashing Sally and Billy's party, both carry the same theme: women in Genoa City fighting tooth and nail for power, survival, and recognition. What makes it even juicier is how the threads could connect. If Claire's plot against Audra blows up in public, it could intersect with the chaos Phyllis is stirring across town. Imagine the fallout if Audra, cornered by Claire's evidence, decides to strike back by aligning with Phyllis. Or worse, if Phyllis decides to dangle her information in front of Audra as a bargaining chip. On the other hand, Claire might find herself with an unlikely ally in Sally if both women decide they've had enough of outsiders trying to cut them down. A Claire-Sally alliance may seem far-fetched, but in Genoa City, stranger alliances have been forged for less. What comes next? As the week closes, fans should prepare for Claire's gamble. Will she finally topple Audra? Or will Audra turn the tables and expose Claire's lingering dark streak? Phyllis's bombshell. Does she hold the key to unraveling Sally and Billy's project before it even begins? Unlikely alliances. Who will team up in the aftermath of the chaos, and who will be left standing alone? The chessboard in Genoa City is getting crowded, and every move comes with a price. Whether it's Claire or Audra, Sally or Phyllis, someone is about to lose big, and fans will be glued to the screen to see who takes the first fall. Final thoughts. Next week on The Young and the Restless, the drama isn't just about whispered secrets and backroom deals. It's about bold, public moves that could change reputations forever. Claire's long-boiling feud with Audra reaches a tipping point, while Sally and Billy's shining moment could collapse in a matter of minutes. And in the middle of it all, Phyllis, smiling like a cat who's just found a room full of canaries. One thing's for sure, Genoa City will never be the same after this.